Damn it, I just did a thing. Oh, figured it out. Okay, we're good. Okay, give me a quick mic test really quick.
Mic test.
Okay, perfect. Let's turn me down just a little bit so we're about the same. And 5, 4, 3. Okay. Well, that's happening now.
You sure you're not drunk?
I know what happened. I know what happened. Welcome! And we pushed the button a little too early. I don't think we're going to need to do that again.
Yeah.
I figured out what happened. I accidentally pushed it earlier, then I didn't and I accidentally unpushed it, so it kept it live. So when I swapped to it, it was already on, and it started going. So that's what happened there.
Whoops.
It was a limitation with the software.
Yeah. Oh well.
Well, cheers.
Yes. Yes. Hang on. I got a new configuration, so I got to see which way I'm going. So okay, I'm going this way.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, this one might be a quick show. We're probably gonna... I think we might have maybe 30 minutes worth of content today. That's gonna be cutting it, like, because I did the holiday, and then I lost my glasses. I had to, like, fix these ones. It's just been a rough week for me. So
yeah, I've just been really busy, so didn't have a lot of preparation time.
And then also on top of that, on Thursday, I also had the Seriously Beyond as well. We went for about an hour and a half on Thursday, so if you haven't seen that, go ahead and check it out. We talked about that Mandela effect for about an hour and a half.
Yeah, nice.
That's
a crazy thing.
Oh yeah, it's weird. I mainly put into that one. I talked mainly about how memories work and how memories can be falsified over time, and how like we got into a lot of like really cool stuff in that. And next month we're gonna talk about Bohemia Grove. If you don't know about it, it's crazy. Oh, you'll just tune in next month.
There's some crazy shit going on there, man.
One of the things when I was doing some research on that, I was trying to find a documentary that Alex Jones did for his thing.
I used to have it.
I couldn't find it anywhere on Google. But I went to DuckDuckGo. DuckDuckGo, first fucking thing. Google fucking scrubbed it.
Yep.
Which is kind of scary.
Well done, Google. Good job.
Protecting the oligarchs.
Yep.
Okay,
yeah,
well...
that Bohemian Grove is just some weird shit.
What was it? Richard Nixon. Richard Nixon, there's a quote that he said. He's like, that's probably one of the biggest faggiest things I've ever heard of. Or some, he literally said that. That's not a direct quote, but he literally said that.
Yeah.
Please,
that sounds like something he would say.
Please don't ban us, Susan. I might have to go back and bleep that out. I think I will. Oof. Okay, let's.
Susie.
We've said some worse stuff on this show, so.
Yes, we have.
I'm going to push a button for the virus of death.
Yep.
Okay, this article, if you're watching this right now live or watching it later, down below is a link or the number for the suicide prevention hotline.
Yes.
If you have any issues or you're having any kind of thoughts like that, reach out to them, definitely. If you need somebody to talk to, like I would totally love to talk to. If you want to talk to Scott, email us seriouslycast@gmail.com. You can contact us on Twitter. You can even contact me through the Twitch channel if you need to. Message us here on YouTube as well. But if you need help or you know somebody that needs some help, please reach out. And this is a serious topic. And I want to start with this because I want to kind of start it heavy and then make it more lighthearted as we go. So this was a one I was trying to find content for today, and I ran into this is the last thing I found. I found this like maybe less than an hour ago. This was posted today on a date. Today's the 10th, right?
No, the 11th. Oh no, it is the 10th.
Yeah, no, I put the wrong date on the show notes. Today's the 10th. So this,
okay.
I figured that out later. So tomorrow is 7-Eleven day.
That's right.
Be sure to go get your free Slurpee.
Hell yeah. And today I want to give a shout out to my grandma. It's her 89th birthday.
Congratulations.
Wow.
I wish
Yeah,
I could
89.
I wish I could do the yay button without having the the thing up there for her, but whatever. We'll be fine. Okay,
Yeah.
so as many schools remain closed, suicide-related ER visits rise by 51% among teenage girls. Which the title itself is kind of interesting because most suicides are male. And that's
Mhm.
kind of what drew me to this. Plus, we talked about this before. What's the ramifications of mental health to all these lockdowns and people being locked into homes and whatnot?
Yeah,
And
for real. No, it's always been girls attempt it more, but the boys actually end it more.
okay, so just like everything else, they can't follow through. Oh, was that? Oh, I'm so. I know we should be
Yeah.
treating this with kid gloves and not making fun, but well, humor is my mechanism for like making myself feel better and
Right.
not yeah. So
Right.
if I make some
Yes.
uncouth
Yes.
jokes,
Yes, boys are better at killing themselves. Yes.
okay. So amid COVID-19 and lockdowns, the number of emergency room visits for suspected suicide attempts rose 51% among teenage girls. So blah 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 blah. Here's the data. During 2020, the proportion of mental health related emergency department ED visits among adolescents aged 12 to 17 increased 31% compared with that during 2019. In May 2020, during the COVID-19 pandemic, ED visits, suspected suicide attempts began to increase among adolescents aged 12 to 17 years, especially girls, during February 21st to March 20th, 2021. Suspected suicide attempts, ED visits, were 50.6% higher among girls aged 12 to 17 years. And during the same period in 2019, among boys aged 12 to 17 years, suspected suicide attempts and visits increased 3.7. That's interesting. Boys only increased 3.7, girls increased 50.6.
Yeah. So I wanted to say that, I'm not surprised at all that this has happened or it happened. Kids need social interaction,
Mm-hmm.
especially girls. Boys can handle being alone a lot better than girls can.
Yeah.
Sorry, ladies, it's true. We're way more used to it. Um, but
So,
I mean, this is still terrible. I mean, I don't want anyone trying to commit suicide, trying to self delete.
just a quick side note. It looks like Jordan Peterson's reaching out to you from the picture next to
Yeah.
you. Okay. Although the number of suspected suicide attempts dropped between spring 2019 and spring 2020, the rates began to drastically increase at the onset of COVID-19 and subsequent government lockdowns. So the suicide attempts were dropping until they locked everybody in their fucking houses.
Right.
So this article isn't that long. So I'll just read it all. By the summer of 2020, the average weekly number of emergency visits for suicide attempts was 22.3% higher than during the summer of 2019. The trend worsened during the winter of 2021. The number of emergency visits rose by 39.1% in comparison to the previous year. Many lawmakers pointed to school shutdowns as a cause for rising mental health problems.
Hold on. One thing. It's not even winter 2021 yet. I think they meant
No, no, no.
2020.
Actually, technically speaking, winter starts in December and it goes until mid to late February.
Uh-huh.
So we
Oh,
already
okay.
have had so winter doesn't follow the Gregorian calendar and start or
I see.
end when New Year's happens. So winter
Okay.
starts in December and ends in like February.
Okay. That
So
makes more
actually,
sense.
no, I thought the same thing too. I thought there was like they misrepresented it as well. But then I thought about it for a second. I'm like, no, that like winter doesn't start until like December. It doesn't end when December is over.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, no, I thought the exact same thing. I'm glad you pointed that out because I wouldn't have thought to even repeat that. Because other people probably try to correct this as well. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
San Francisco City Attorney Denise Herrera, Herrera,
Dennis.
Denise, yeah,
Dennis.
Denise. I said Denise, right? No, I know Dennis Herrera sued the city's school district in April, noting. Oh, excuse me. Ugh, this is a really high. Never mind. In April, noting an alarming trend of suicide attempts caused by emotional and mental effects of virtual learning.
Yeah.
The medical evidence is clear that keeping public schools closed is catalyzing a mental health crisis among school-aged children in San Francisco, explained Dr. Janine Noble, director of COVID research for the UCSF Emergency Department, in the lawsuit. The trend exists through the United States. In December, 16-year-old Spencer Smith, in Maine, committed suicide after feeling like he was locked in the house.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as he found out it wasn't going to be a regular football season, looking back, we noticed he stopped working out, Spencer's father told local news. He stopped riding his bike as much to the point he didn't even work out anymore. Instead of working out, he took naps. Thinking back the last few months, we realized we missed catching the signs that things were getting worse for him. It wasn't the same type of practice because they had to social distance. He didn't like that part of it. This remote learning is crap. I just lost a son because he couldn't be with his friends, wrote Spencer's mother on social media. He was trapped in the house. He felt like he lost his friends and had a hard time with his schoolwork. He felt he had no future. He hated what society was becoming, so he took the easy way out. Parents, please take everything your kids are saying seriously. Give them a huge hug and don't let go. You never know if it will be the last time. This house is so quiet now. I would give anything to have the noise back. Suicide Prevention Lifeline can be reached via phone number 1-800-273-8255.
Yep. There you go. That's rough, man. You know, all these crazies that we're all about, like we need to lock down and masks and all that stuff. They never seem to refer to this kind of thing. They never seem to talk about this. How children are offing themselves. This is terrible.
A lot of people didn't think about the mental health drawbacks to what was going on. They were looking at grandma. Oh, you're gonna kill grandma. What about the 17-year-old kid you just fucking murdered?
Yeah.
Sorry, this pisses me off so much. Okay, we're gonna move on now. Now that I just yelled at everybody. Okay, so we're still on the idea of virus of death. This just pissed me off to no end. Dave Rubin of the Rubin Report. From 2 weeks to flatten the curve to a man with dementia is going to send government operatives to your house to make sure you're vaccinated. So this is tweeted by the Post-Millennial. Press Secretary Psaki says the U.S. will implement targeted community by community, door-to-door outreach to get more Americans vaccinated. They're literally going to come to your door and tell you need to get the Fauci ouchie.
But it didn't sound like they're gonna force you.
No, they're not. They're not. But what's the fucking point? How are they gonna know if you didn't take it? Are they just literally gonna send people to every single fucking door?
That's a good question.
Let's listen in.
In more healthcare settings and respond to hotspots. The president will outline 5 areas his team is focused on to get more Americans vaccinated. 1, targeted community by community door-to-door outreach to get remaining Americans vaccinated by ensuring they have the information they need on how both safe and accessible the vaccine is. 2, a renewed emphasis on getting the vaccines to more primary care doctors and physicians, something that we've seen.
So from what I figured, it's they're going to go to hotspot areas that are, because they can tell how many people are vaccinated or not in a specific area, and they're going to go target areas with like lower number of vaccines being doled out to go door to door to be. Have you heard about the vaccine today?
You have a few moments to talk about vaccines.
Speaking of which, I've got a Babylon Bee article here. Biden Psaki to go door to door on bikes, asking if you have a moment to talk about getting vaccinated.
Oh man. I didn't even see this. And
I didn't put it. I didn't put it in the notes.
Yeah, this is great. This is exactly
the,
what we are all thinking.
the Babylon Bee is on point.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, let's moving right along. We got this idiot.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Let's save him because I've got more. This one's going to be a while. Let's do this one instead. Is that okay?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so this is your thing about the tolerant left. So we're gonna watch this video and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah. It's hard to see, but they're like throwing shit on them.
Oh yeah, you can see like a silly string and whatnot.
Yeah. And they're trying to have like a prayer kind of thing.
So
Look at all those cops that have to be around them.
my question here is, what the fuck? Seriously, what the fuck?
You know,
What
and,
happened?
like I'm not a religious guy. I don't believe in God or anything, but you're literally keeping people from, you know, expressing their religion. I mean, this is a different country that this video is in, yeah. But as you can see, they're all waving the LGBTQ barbecue flags up in
The
their
alphabet
face.
soup.
Yeah, and like, why does there have to be a bunch of cops there? You know what I mean? Like, you're being exactly like extreme religious people, you know?
Well, my thing was, I think watching that, the first thing that came into my mind was, if they're doing it in the privacy of their own home, well, technically they're doing it out in the public, and so that is a
Yeah.
public display. But if it's not hurting anybody, what's the point of getting mad and stopping them from doing it?
Right. Yeah. No,
The
well,
main-
because... Go ahead.
I was going to say the main reason that people are mad at like the LGBT community, especially like the gays and like those people, is the grooming and the indoctrinating of children. The Christians do that too, but not to the extreme, because in Christianity, their teachings are mostly like goodwill towards men and being nice to your neighbor. An eye for an eye will make the whole world go blind.
Yeah, and that's what they're trying to get at, is yeah, they don't want Christians raising their children to be Christians, you know, because they think that any kind of Christianity is hate and all this kind of stuff. That's why they're trying to stop this kind of behavior. It's fucking retarded, dude.
The problem I have is, yeah, if somebody in a Christian household wants to teach their children about the Bible, about Jesus, about whatever, they're more than welcome to do that in the privacy of their own home. If these people in the LGBT community want to train their children and indoctrinate their children in the same way, more power to you. I'm not going to agree with the things that either like even any kind of religion would teach. There's going to be a lot of things that I'm going to disagree with, along with a lot of the things that the LGBT people are going to disagree. I'm going to disagree with some of those things. But the problem with the LGBT people is they have gay people and they can't technically reproduce.
Technically.
I use the term technically.
They can have surrogates and
adopt,
like
yeah.
that.
Or you've got those articles where it's like, trans woman and trans man have baby, trans man gives birth. What?
Right.
What? What?
Yeah.
Wait.
That kid's gonna be stable.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this for that group of people that were protesting that man getting baptized. They get the biggest piece of shit award.
Hey.
I got to give it out. I probably should have.
Because, like, imagine if, you know, someone in the LGBT whatever, they're like, you know, what if they were having a coming out party or something like that, and then a bunch of religious people are like at their party throwing shit at them, throwing shit on them, and being like, you know, fag and queer or whatever, you know, like, no, there would be outrage, Isaac.
Yes, there is outrage because
crazy outrage.
Have you heard of the Westboro Baptists?
Oh yeah.
they would always go to like any kind of thing, and they would have signs that say God hates fags and that
Yeah.
kind of shit. And they would protest like burials of service members.
Yep.
Like those people like, it's, what is it, it's the squeakiest gear gets the most grease. Like these idiots at this baptism that are protesting this baptism are the fucking squeaky gear. They are probably less than a half of a percent of the LGBT groups, and those are the ones that people are going to see. It's like most of them probably would say no, don't do this, but we're not going to hear about them. We're only going to hear about these idiots.
And any of the people of the LGBT barbecue people that actually would speak up, the loud minority would shame them and try and dox them, and you know what I mean, try and cancel them basically.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Which, hey, if you guys want to eat your own, fine, go ahead.
Okay, let's move it right along here. Let me put that away. Okay, we're gonna pull this guy up. Oh, this guy. We have Portland Antifa journalist discredited following investigation by district attorney. This is from the Post Millennial. If anybody follows us and they know who Andy No is, a lot of people hate Andy No, but a lot of people like him. He posts screen mugshots of protesters or Antifa agitators that have been arrested by like the Portland police or Denver police or whatever police station.
Yeah, this guy's
And
this guy's a piece of work.
it's also really funny because when Andy No posts those pictures and mugshots and their names, people are like, "You're doxing them." It's public information. It's public information. Anybody can find it. He just aggregates it. Which I can see how and why they would get mad at that, but what's the term? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Okay, so we're just kind of just mill over this really fast. Let's see. So this guy was like, they were trying to prosecute the officer in this video here that we're gonna watch here in a second, for just unprovoking, hitting him with his baton and macing him. And so, like you said in the notes, there was no information, and there is no clear proof that this guy was antagonizing the police officer other than videotaping him and his cronies like sitting on this guy. So here we go. There's no audio on this, so we can talk over it. So he's gonna come up down. Let me full screen this. He's gonna come up down here in a second with his camera. There he is, right there.
Look, he's not even really that close. Okay.
No, he's not that close. But the cop.
And the cop has to take several steps to get to him. He's not that close. The cop's out of line, in my opinion.
The problem is, that's gotta hurt. Those things hurt. I like this part here. He like grabs him, makes him turn around so he can spray him in the face again.
Yeah. See, he was already walking away. He pursued him. That was the cop was out of line.
I'm not gonna say this guy probably didn't deserve it, but there's a time and a place that he probably would have gotten his comeuppance.
Yeah. No, this was. I don't agree with how the cop getting some kind of thing.
The thing is, like, there's been a lot more. I think there's more information. They did the police did their own internal investigation, and according to the article, they reached out to Donovan Farley several times, and he said that he didn't want to talk to the police because they were going to paint him unfairly. But there's no painting him unfairly, because this guy literally is a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's an asshole. He's all tough macho guy online. Talks a lot of shit.
Like there's this line here from this tweet of his, and it's gonna open it up. From this tweet of his, "I got you taken out," in response to Andy No, and that is probably in reference to the time that Andy got his brain bleed and got beaten by fucking Antifa. Mm-hmm. But then there's like all of this stuff here on Twitter. Donovan Farley admitted his agenda was making the Antifa brand more palatable for a mainstream audience. How is that? That is not. What do they call it? Journalism. That's what is it called? That's propaganda.
Yeah. That's
This
exactly
guy,
what that
this
is.
guy's not a journalist. He's a propagandist. This guy's a fucking piece of shit and a piece of work. And I took a lot of joy in seeing him get maced.
Yeah, no, he's a little fucker. And
But no,
yeah,
you are.
that's not journalism when you're throwing your opinion in like that and trying to further
Well,
an agenda.
that's another thing that Antifa does is like they put a press briefing out like during the riots last year in Portland, where they were saying that the police can't target journalists. So a bunch of Antifa agitators put journalists on their fucking vests and shit and held a camera while they're still agitating and still like breaking shit and still like burning things down so that the cops won't target them. And
Right.
it's like that's very disingenuous if you're gonna say, "Oh, I'm a journalist, you can't touch me," but still fucking throw shit at the cops.
Yeah. Yeah,
There's
that's not journalism.
there just to kind of protect ourselves a little bit. There is no proof this guy actually threw anything at anybody.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that specifically this guy, but it is their mantra in the past. They have done it.
You know, another thing too that I didn't think about is like he could have been agitating them before that clip started.
Well, that's the
You
thing
know?
is you can't hear any audio on that. He could have been saying some stuff, and we don't know what he
Well,
was saying.
saying stuff doesn't matter. You can't go after someone that says something offensive to you. You can't
That's
start hitting them with
true.
a baton
Like
and macing them.
I've seen videos of people actually saying shit to the Portland police where like, I hope your family dies in a brutal
Yeah.
murder or whatever bullshit. Fuck those people. Seriously.
Yeah, no, for real.
Here,
For
this
real.
is like
It's
the end
fucked
of the
up.
article here, and this is if you'd like to see Antifa gain more mainstream acceptance, the point of the article, then perhaps you should adjust your understanding of what journalism is and reflect upon the fact that Twitter and activist circles ain't the real world, Chief. I don't know who he's responding to there.
I don't know.
But yeah, no, this guy's a real piece of work, and like he says he's suing the police department for attacking a journalist or whatever, but he's not a journalist. He's an Antifa insurgent and probably should like they deserve they are allowed all of the benefits of the First Amendment even though they want to destroy it.
Yeah.
Because even
Yeah.
if somebody wants to destroy the thing, they still have the benefits of it. And that's why this country is amazing. Like I disagree with them wholeheartedly. I disagree with the entire idea of Antifa and their tactics. Some of their tactics aren't the First Amendment or definitely go against any kind of thing that has to do with how this country is set up and how this country works. And they are all pieces of shit in my opinion, but they still deserve the right to say the things that they're saying and to protest the things that they're going to protest.
Yeah.
Protesting is not violence.
No, it's not. No. Disagreeing is not violence either. Lefties, okay?
Silence is
Did you hear
violence. Words are
Yeah.
violence. Have you seen those? Like they say
Yeah.
that they say silence is violence, but then they also say words are violence. Which is it? I'm sorry, they piss me off so much. All right. Okay, we're gonna move right along here. We're right about 30 minutes. We're actually going at a good click, and we'll.
Yeah.
I know this isn't the article that I linked, but other article was really short and it linked to this one, so I pulled it up anyway.
Okay.
And we're not really going to read the whole thing because most of this just talks about the guy. But FBI seizes Lego set from DC riot leader. I saw this. I couldn't stop laughing.
Oh, this is great.
Along with a notebook containing step-by-step instructions on how to create a hometown militia, FBI agents seized a fully constructed U.S. Capitol Lego set from the Pennsylvania man indicted last month for his alleged leadership role in the January 6th insurrection, according to court records. So
Man.
this is great.
Man.
This is great right here. So during his arrest, law enforcement recovered some clothing and other items that appeared to match those carried with him on the 6th, including the Don't Tread on Me flag. I got one right here. I actually have a Don't Step on Snack on the other side. A neck guitar, What's a neck
gator?
Oh, gator, neck gator. Oh, fuck me. Ugh. I can't wait to get my new glasses. I'm not going to use that as my excuse. A military utility bag, a black tourniquet, and military fatigues. Law enforcement also recovered a fully constructed U.S. Capitol Lego set. This quote unquote Lego set has the definition of a fucking Minecraft map.
Right.
So
yeah, like this is gonna give you the internal workings of the Capitol building.
So I found some really funny responses on Twitter. So this is the let's go here. Let's start here. Explains a lot about their tactics. Once we're past the front door, we're set. It's just one big room with nowhere to hide. And then there's this one. Don't tread on me.
Ouch. Ouch.
Found in Osama bin Laden's cave.
Oh.
Oh, this one's really good. Okay, that's another Babylon Bee. FBI agents raid massive terrorist compound in California. It's Legoland.
Oh my god. Oh man. That's too good. That's too good.
Oh my god. Well, I'm not going to read that article.
Wow.
I don't care about that anymore.
Wow.
So I just thought that was just really freaking funny.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
That's well, I think that it was somebody found the arrest record and the search record, and they saw that like in this thing here, it's like just an entire like it literally takes up maybe 1/16 of the entire arrest thing from the Capitol Police or the FBI.
Yeah.
From the FBI, I mean, actually, this looks like it's more than one page, so this is like 50 and 51. But at least all of the text on this one page here, let me pull this up. All the text on this one page, it takes up at least 1/16 of it.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny, in my opinion. The whole January 6th insurrection is just kind of hilarious to me. It's kind of stupid. Like, I don't agree with anything that they did, but calling it an insurrection is like calling horse shit a birthday cake. That was an analogy I just made up, like on the spot.
Nice. Nice.
I didn't find it anywhere. I just fucking made that up. I'm gonna quote myself on that somewhere.
Beautiful.
We're gonna make a T-shirt with that.
Beautiful.
Actually, it's not a bad idea. I'm gonna design that tonight. Well, I'll have one next week.
Cool.
Okay.
Very cool.
Since I wanted to end on a funny note, and I don't necessarily want to watch the whole clip, we're gonna go into this a little bit. So, this episode is episode 42, and I had special significance to me because of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Scott didn't know what the reference was or what it meant, so there's here's a quick history lesson of 42. So, in the first part of this clip, they built a giant computer called Deep Thought to figure out the answer to life, the universe, and everything. And so here we go. We're gonna watch this clip real quick. It's only gonna be like a minute.
Deep thought. Do you have
an answer for you? Yes, but you're not going to like it.
It doesn't matter. We must know it.
All right. The answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything is... "42. Yes, I thought it over quite thoroughly. It is, it's 42. It would have been simpler, of course, to have known what the actual question was.
But it was the question. The ultimate question. Of everything.
That's not a question. Only when you know the question will you know what the answer means.
So that's where 42 comes from. So the entire idea is they build a new computer to so it took them like 3.5 million years to get to this point. They built a new computer to search the question, and the new computer was Earth. and it took it 10 billion years or 10 million years to calculate the answer. And it was moments from outputting the question to what the answer 42 is when it got blown up.
Right. Right.
If you get a chance to watch Hitchhiker's Guide, such a great movie.
Hell yeah, man.
It's got a good cast. Okay. I think that's it. This is going to be one of our
Yeah.
shortest episodes yet. I think our Amazon sections were about this long when I was talking about
Yeah.
Amazon, because it's something I do apologize, but give us a cop out because of the holiday.
Yeah. We were both pretty busy, had a lot going on, so
Yeah, next week
it happens.
I'm not going to promise, but it will be better.
It'll be better,
Oh.
folks.
Folks. Okay, folks. Ben Shapiro.
Oh.
Okay, so make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And smash that subscribe button.
Smash it like horse shit.
Like horse shit.
That's
Like
a
they-
birthday. I don't know.
Calling it horse shit's like calling it. Wait, never mind. I'll have to try to remember what I said exactly.
I don't have my koozie, but you know what to do, folks.
I don't have mine either.
You know what to do.
Oh, hold on. I've got a thing. Give me a second. Huzzah!
Look at that. You know it. Twirl your Tweety. I love it.
Hit
I
that
love
thumbs down button twice. And
Yep.
especially if we
too.
say something that you disagree with, please put a comment in the comment section down below. If we got something factually incorrect, put a comment in the comments down below, because we want to be factual. We are not
Yes.
necessarily a news show, we're more of an opinion show, but we want to be factual.
Yeah, totally. We would love to have that engagement. So,
Okay,
take
guys,
care, folks.
I'm going to push that button. Is there anything else you want to lead off with?
Nope. Thanks for watching. Take care
Fuck.
of each other.
Fuck
Oh.
Antifa.